Yo, what is going on, Dr. Gang? We live back for another video, and today we're going to be doing a video on how to make your 808s louder. I've seen a few people request this, so I thought I'd do it because, you know, having your 808s is having your 808s mixed properly and having them as loud as possible is super important in your beats, especially trap beats, because, you know, that's really what defines a trap beat. And I also see a lot of people messing up their mixing with their 808s when I do beat critiques, so we're not gonna have that anymore. So I'm gonna have a video on how to make your 808s better. So if you guys like the video, make sure you leave a like. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. Comment in the comment section on videos I should do in the future. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Making videos all the time, you know how it is. But yeah, let's get into this video and see you on my computer. Peace. Alright, so I came up with this super simple beat that I'm going to use as a reference for this tutorial on how to make your 808s louder. So I'm going to show you guys the beat real quick, then I'm going to show you how to make the 808s louder, because in this beat right now it's completely unmixed, and as you can as you're going to be able to tell, 808s are going to sound a little off and they're not going to be as loud as they possibly can be. So here is what they sound like. So yeah, as you can tell, the beat of course sounds fire, but of course the 808s are a bit too quiet. So what you're gonna want to do is follow these few steps. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna go to the 808 pattern. What you're gonna do, you're gonna highlight all the 808 notes, all right, just like that. Then you're gonna turn up the velocity for all the 808 notes so that they're gonna sound like loud now. So they're gonna sound much louder now. So that's nice and cool. Now, you're not gonna want to leave it like that. That's not the last thing you're gonna want to do, because if you just do that, then some of your 808s are gonna start. Your 808s could easily start clipping, and what that means is just it goes past 0 dB, and it's gonna make this weird little noise when you hear it back, and it's gonna sound weird with your mix, and you don't want that. So what we're gonna do is, actually, before I continue any further, let me real quick. I'm gonna put everything on the mixer real quick. So I'm just gonna put, actually, you know what, I'm just gonna start from one control. Oh yeah, and if you guys want to know how to do that real quick, you just highlight all of the channels, put them on the, like, whatever mixer channel or track you want to start with, hold Control Shift and then L, and then all of your channels should be corresponding to the correct mixer channel, so, or the mixer track, excuse me. So what we're gonna now do real quick is actually we're gonna EQ the melody real quick, because I did not do that. And it's also really good to EQ the melody, because when you get your melody and you EQ out all the lows, it gives room for the 808 to actually make noise and thrive in your beat. So we're gonna go ahead and mute everything else. And we're just gonna EQ all the lows, because this is all the lows in this area right here. Those are the low end sounds, so we're just gonna EQ all that out. I'm just gonna bring this down over here. I'm just gonna hold up. It's about good. You can do it like this, or you can go to this preset that I like to do. I like to go to this preset because it's a bit more accurate. Of course you don't have to, but I just like doing it because it's just a lot more accurate. So there's that. Now we got our sound, or our melody EQ'd. It's nice and done. So next, let's move on to the 808. Now with the 808, right now it's sounding pretty loud, of course, you know. So what we're gonna want to do after that, sometimes now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to add a limiter, or you're gonna want to compress it. But since this is a trap beat, you don't want to compress it too much, because then if it is compressed too much, then it's just going to sound way too muffled and it's going to sound like crap. So what we are going to do is add what I like to call the Fruity Soft Clipper, or what is called the Fruity Soft Clipper. We'll go ahead and click on that, and this just ensures that it doesn't get above 0 dB, because if you see this, like where this is hitting right here, that's at what, -2. If it gets to 0 or above 0 dB, it's gonna sound weird, like I was saying before. So we just use a clipper to make sure that it doesn't do that. So now the beat and the melody are gonna sound like this together. So yeah, there's that. It sounds nicer. All right, and with the rest of the beat, I'm gonna play it. Actually, I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place, but here we go. So that's cool and all. So that's great. Now, there's still, the 808 is still not as loud as it possibly can be. So what I like to do is add what's called a fruity or wave shaper to the 808. And I'm gonna go ahead and just click on it. I just found it in the effects presets, or the effects VSTs. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn this up just about here, I guess. And let me actually, I'm gonna play the 808 with it as well. Just so that it doesn't get past 0 dB, just getting as loud as I possibly can. As you can tell, it's pretty loud now. Much louder than it was before. Alright, and one last thing I like to do to make the 808 seem louder is to add the same fruity wave shaper to the kick. So I'm going to go ahead, add wave shaper here, turn it up just like right about there. Actually, turn it up a little bit more. Oh, and I'm stupid. I forgot. With the kicks, forgot you're supposed to turn up the velocity on each of the kick notes as well. Just like we did with the 808, we're going to go ahead and turn up the velocity on all of the notes for the kicks so that it can be just as loud. So now you hear the kicks really punching now. Oh, whoops, let me not do that. Alright, that's nice and everything. Now, the one last thing I like to do to my beat is to make sure that the entire beat is hitting hard, or to make sure that the entire beat is hitting hard so that the 808s sound like they're loud enough. So what I like to do is go to the master track, or the master track on the mixer, and I go to this thing where it says Fruity Limiter, and I replace that with Fruity Soft Clipper. And then I'm just gonna scroll it up here just because I wanna, yeah. But anyway, you replace that with Fruity Soft Clipper because Fruity Limiter, it's not good, and that basic default preset almost always over compresses your beat, so you're not gonna want to use that. Using Fruity Soft Clipper is the best option because it's just way better. So I just recommend staying with that. So yeah, this is what the final beat's gonna sound like all together with everything, like all the wave shapers and compressors on, and yeah, here's what it sounds like. So yeah, the beat sounds pretty loud, and you're gonna be wondering, well, actually, hold up, mix is not quite done yet. There's a little weird sound going on. And that is only because this is my fault, I mistakenly turned up the 808s and the kicks too loud together, because as you can see when they're playing here, I'm just going to play them by themselves. See how both of these are peaking very, very close to 0 dB? That is what is also kind of not what you're going to want to do, because when you do that, it just makes the beat a little too loud and they stick out too much. So what you're going to do is simply just turn them both down, and to do that I'm just going to do Control and Shift and then click on, both of them. Just turn on both of them simultaneously, and or maybe not too low, maybe get them at -1 dB. And there's that. And another thing you can do as well to get rid of that little I don't know whatever you want to call that sound, but it's a weird white noise, I guess you can call it, sound. You can turn down the thresh a little bit on the Fruity Soft Clipper. And the post you can turn on just a little bit too, maybe to 72%. Thresh is at what, -19 dB. You can leave it at that. And just turn up the 808 and kick just a little bit, and turn down the melody down as well. Whoops, let me get rid of this. yeah, that's about it. That's all you really have to do when you're you know, make your 808s loud. So yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure you leave a like. Don't forget to leave comments on videos that you do in the future in the comment section below. Don't forget to also share this video with your friends. Tell them about Docs Gang. Tell them about how lit it is over here and the daily uploads. You know what I'm saying? We still on the grind. But yeah. Also, of course, don't forget to subscribe. Like, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. I know you're watching right now, you're not subscribed. Go subscribe, all right? Scroll down, hit that red button, subscribe, all right? But yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'm out of here.